What's going on? Welcome to the channel, and this is the last part of the guides right here. We're breaking down the rest of it right now in 2 days, and it's done. What you're gonna want to do now is you're gonna want to have two weapons in your inventory, both with the same suppressor equipped, and fill up all of your pockets and your backpack. On another note, what you're gonna want to do, because we're gonna be doing some duplication, I'm gonna show you how to work it and do it. When you find these rucksacks in the community, take 5 of them and put them off to the side so they're at their original status. Okay? And the reason for that is when you run them into the storage, you level up your character's citizen status. Okay? So I've already had these ones, they've been sitting there, and we're just gonna put one over here in the rucksack because I'm gonna show you how to duplicate these things and whatever else you want in your supply, including your influence, the one up there with the star and the circle. You can't duplicate the prestige stuff, you have to earn it. But we're really not duplicating the influence. I'm going to show you how to get as much influence as you want. Now that we're here, we've got our 2 weapons that we have equipped with the same suppressor. Everything is filled up, and now let's go do the dupe. This is going to save you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours, and for people on PC, you're not doing this. You've got buttons and mods and everything else you can do to instantly do this, but here on Xbox we have to do things a little bit differently. So what you're gonna do is you need 2 vehicles to make this a lot easier. One, you gotta keep inside here your space, because when you go to use it, you're just gonna deposit. So down there at the bottom of the screen, you can't see because of my overlay, it says deposit. So anything we put in there, when we go to use our suppressors, it's just gonna deposit into the base, so we can't do that. So you're gonna drive the vehicle, one of them, over to here, okay? And here we are. Now, your first step is you are gonna detach these suppressors from your vehicle, well, from your weapons, and you're gonna put them into the van, the trunk space. You're gonna right trigger. Now you're gonna come over here and you're going to attach the suppressor back to one of your weapons. That's it.
Where should I put this?
Now you're gonna come over here and duplicate what you want to duplicate. Because this is a 1 item thing, you gotta send it over into the van. Okay, now you gotta make a space empty, which would be your pocket. So now that that's empty, you're gonna send your suppressor into the pocket. So now you take it out, and now you're going to equip your suppressor back to your weapon. Okay, now you've got both your suppressors equipped. Now you pick up your bullets, pick up your rucksack, and now close the trunk. There you go. You've just duplicated your rucksack. And because this rucksack was found out in the community, now you have it equipped, right? You can run into your storage, and now I think he's not maxed out yet. So now watch this. Now you're increasing his citizenship as well. But if you pull out a rucksack from here,
Another day,
and
another
go
delivery.
to duplicate that, it's not going to count because you already put the rucksack in. Okay? So we run back out here, and you can do this as much as you want. You don't got to run back and forth the whole entire time. All you have to do is put it back in your bag.
Nowhere for that to go.
And now you just drop it out your trunk. Make a pile of it.
Where should I put this?
See? Now you've got a pile of 2 laying out here. Alright? So remember, it is bring them over, your suppressors, detach them, equip one, and now move the item over. If it's
No
a
way I can
rucksack,
fit this.
you've got to move it over
Please
and then
tell me you haven't
create
forgotten
an
what we talked
empty
about.
pocket. Okay? Because it's a rucksack. So you got to create that empty pocket. Now you got to move the suppressor over. All right? Now equip it. And now grab the items back out that you put in and close the trunk. That is how you dupe a rucksack. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to do something in your pockets or your backpack. It doesn't really matter. Okay? I like to keep it up here so I don't have to scroll all the way down. We're going to do some bullets. You can do anything in the game. Okay? Long as you have it filled up. Now, you're going to put your suppressors in. Equip one. And now put your bullets over. Okay?
No way I can fit this.
Now, move a suppressor over. Equip it. Pick your bullets back up. Close your trunk. There's your bullets. That is how you duplicate in State of Decay 2. This is the best way to duplicate. And the reason for that is because you're not losing any of your suppressors. You're not crafting more suppressors. You're not crafting more of anything. Now, the best way to get your influence is when the traders come in. You're going to have traders that come into the game, and you're going to want to trade with them. Alright? And when you trade with them, you can sell back to them. The best thing to do is going to be these cases of bulk plague. You're going to have to go get your bulk plague, make them, and then start duplicating them. And the bulk plague comes from the infirmary. You've got to first go pick up
That guy's gonna take a lot of
plague
ammo.
samples, and you've got to get 20 of them, and that will allow you to craft a bulk plague. Alright? So, I got a lot of them. Done a lot of this stuff, right? I'm getting ready for going into lethal. So I'm golden. So I've done all of my food, I've done my meds, I've done my gas, and I don't know how high it goes. I thought it only went to 999, okay? But I legitimately on the gas, I was like, huh, really? How high can this really go? And it went over 999. I was like, oh my god, I don't even want to find out how high it can go. So I'm just gonna leave it at this because I put a lot of time into duping this to get it all up, right? And I got everything where I want to be. I duped what I wanted to go into lethal. I've got my ammo. I have got everything I want to do what I need to do in the game. The only thing I'm waiting for right now is I'm just gonna get that last survivor. I've got to level up a couple of these other survivors, and then we will be playing in lethal without having to worry about farming every 30 seconds to be able to handle that game. Alright? So, that is it. This is it. This is everything that you need to know about playing State of Decay 2 and the best strategy to survive lethal. I've played with people who have started off in green, farmed everything, and went to the next level, and the next level, and the next level. I'm just not going to do that. I'm just going to do this, and then go into lethal, and then play it from there with just
That's a screamer.
stacked up on
This
everything
could get noisy.
that I'm going to need. So this is the fastest way to do it, the safest way to do it, and the least time-consuming way of doing it, because now you've already went and farmed, you've got the materials, now just sit here and duplicate it as much as you want. And when you get sick of it and you need a break, go play Daybreak. When you get sick of Daybreak, come back in here, duplicate, do a couple main missions, whatever you want to do, and then get your survivors, set it all up, and then that is it. And if you're wondering about what base to pick or what map to pick, Drucker County is probably the hardest map with the most crappiest bases. So that's gonna be for a nice grind, a nice fight, a nice survival of the fittest build there. Um, if you're looking for the easiest map for traveling, you're gonna want to do Meagor Valley. That's probably the the best map to play on. It really comes down to play style after that. What you're looking for, what your builds are gonna be. That all comes down to your play style. There's not a video I can make to say this is the best build that you have to have. That comes down to your play style, whether if you want to trade, right? Like, I built the trading center, the trade depot, right? I built the trade depot in this game. So I can continuously call in the food trader, the ammo trader, the all of these traders. I call them in because it helped me with my duping process here. So I was able to do it so much faster, right? But when you're playing in your main game, your forever base, or whatever you're going to be doing, do you really want that there? Who knows? It's entirely up to you and what you should be doing and how you want to play that game. There is no what's the best stats, what's the best thing. That comes down to play style. There is no what's the best stat, the best thing. That's just play style. So you really can't. I really can't tell you that's phony baloney stuff. Okay. It really is what comes down to your play style. It's not what is the best stat. What are the best stats I want? Do I want this? Do I want that? It's your play style. My play style is not going to work for you. It's what you want. But I'm just telling you, you're going to want these red Talon operators in your base. That's what you're going to want. That I do know. I like to shoot. I like to melee. I do both. I don't need to make a build just for them. I just need red Talon operators and max them out. Let's go play them. But as far as saying, oh, you gotta have this base for this and that base for this, no. I don't know nothing about that. That's not gonna work for me. You telling me I had to, this is the best base for these reasons here. Man, that's for your play style and the build you're doing. It's not gonna work out for me. It's definitely not gonna work out for you because now you're trying to do something that's really kind of your play style and not your play style. I gave you the best tips to get the farming, to get everything you need to do now. Now when you go into the game you want to play, you play it how you want to play it. You pick the base you want to play. Plain and simple. On the last thing that I'm going to explain before we end the series is this. Some people are having problems with their Xbox and their games are just crashing. Oh, I can't do nothing because it's crashing. I'm going to make a separate video on this, but I'm going to add it in here because the video that I make on it is going to be separate from this number one strategy guide. All right? If you are having problems with your Xbox crashing, what you do is you go to the game, go to manage game add-ons, go down to save data, and just delete. Not from everywhere, just delete all. It's going to crash your game, load it back up, and your game should work perfectly fine from that point on. And we're talking console. We're not talking PC Xbox or Steam. We're just talking console. This is how you fix that problem on Xbox console. Okay? Just delete that. If you're still having an issue, which you shouldn't be, you would have to uninstall the game and reinstall it. But if you just remove the save data, it's going to fix the corrupted file if it got corrupted. Or if something bugged out within an update. Removing that, deleting it, and then just loading your game back up and playing, you're going to have everything back. Like it just crashed. Perfect example, right? It just crashed for no apparent reason. We can go ahead right now and We're gonna delete all. Now let's load the game. There's a lot of stuff going on in this game. There's a lot of things that load in, right? I know some people who put a whole bunch of bombs around their base. So when they drive away and they start coming back, it's gotta load all that stuff in. They can crash. Set them up first. Already be in the area. Alright? So this is what I was talking about right here. It's just gonna sync back up, load back into your game, and you are good to go. It should eliminate the crashing. And I know why my game crashed. Because if I don't do nothing for a while, I have my whole thing shut down. So here we go. It's like
Hey,
I can
hon,
drive
do you have
all
time
over
for a
the
little
city.
chat?
I don't leave bags laying all over the ground. I don't do any of that stuff. When I loot, I take it all. So that way nothing has to spawn in. When I drive into another area, yes, zombies have to spawn in. Their bosses have to spawn in. When you're going to other areas, the game is spawning those things in. And if you're on a toaster for your Wi-Fi connection, you might crash a little bit. Or you might get a corrupted save from it just crashing. Then you're gonna have to delete what I just deleted, and you'll be right back at normal, playing the game as usual. All right, there is a lot of stuff loading into this, and you just gotta to deal with it. You can't make everything perfect, but we have an awesome game to play, and let's play it and enjoy it. I will provide a link in the description below to join the Discord. I am trying to grow. If this video has helped you, please do that. Sub, it does help me. And I don't think I have anything else to say. And everybody out there, you stay safe, be blessed, and have a great day.